If you've had a stroke and your walking still doesn't feel right, you feel like one side feels weaker, slower, or harder to control, you're not alone. And more importantly, it doesn't mean that you're done improving. One of the most common things I hear is, I can walk, but it just doesn't feel right. Maybe your leg feels heavy. Maybe you feel unsteady. Maybe you feel like you're relying more on one side. And many people are told that once therapy ends, progress slows down. That's not entirely true. My name is Talo Wickman. I'm a physical therapist and I work with people recovering from stroke to help improve their strength, balance, and walking. And what I've found is that many people aren't given a clear plan on how to keep improving. So in this video, I'm going to show you 5 exercises that come from what I call the walk method. It's a simple way to think about walking recovery. W stands for weight bearing, and that's weight bearing through the affected side. A stands for alignment and balance, restoring posture and balance through each lower extremity. L stands for leg strength. We're improving strength in the biggest muscles of your body. And K stands for kinetic walking practice. That's restoring gait mechanics and overall comfortability with walking. These are the key things that your body needs to relearn in order to improve walking after a stroke. The first exercise is weight shifting. This is important because many stroke survivors avoid putting weight through their affected leg. But if you don't load that leg, then your brain can't relearn how to use it during walking. So here's what you do. Start by standing with support and shifting your weight from side to side. Try to spend a little bit more time on the affected leg. Focus on slow, controlled movement. And start with about 10 to 15 repetitions. Try to avoid hyperextension or buckling of the affected leg. The second exercise is sit to stands. This is one of the most important exercises because it builds strength and helps both legs work together. One of the most common mistakes is pushing more through the stronger side. Instead, try to keep both legs even and push through both legs at the same time. So if your left leg is the affected side, you may even want to try to bias your weight to that side so that you're pushing through the left side even more. Another progression is having the right leg out further so that you're relying more on the weaker side. You may need a grab bar or something to help in the beginning. Start with about 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. The third exercise is step taps. This helps improve coordination and balance. If your walking feels unsteady or uneven, this is a great place to start. If you need support, hold on to a counter or some of these dip bars, but eventually progress to doing it without support. Slow and controlled movements. The fifth exercise is walking itself, but with intention. A lot of people walk, but they don't actually practice walking. What I mean by that is focusing on proper step length, making sure you're clearing the toes from the ground so that you're not tripping yourself, and shifting your weight evenly to each side. You can use something to hold on to kind of steady yourself at first, especially when you're shifting your weight to the affected side. As your knee might buckle or hyperextend, you want something to help control that. And focusing on proper gait is what's really going to fix your walking pattern. If you're feeling frustrated with your walking after a stroke, just know that recovery doesn't stop. It just takes the right kind of practice. And even small improvements can make a big difference. If this was helpful, I'll be making more videos breaking this down step by step. And if you have questions about your walking, feel free to leave a comment. I'd be happy to help.